Like and subscribe on the Bear Element Podcast.
I love it.
And this wasn't scheduled to be the drunk episode, but apparently.
Yes.
3.
Woo! Hello!
Hello!
Episode 41.
Is
Well-
this 41A or 41B?
Yeah, because 29 there's an A and B or an audio and a video version. So
41 actual,
yeah, so
39 artifact.
we're kind of off a little bit, but
Math is hard.
40-ish.
It's
Episode
the new
41-ish.
time that we record.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
Ron
right.
That's
looks
true.
different. Who?
Woo.
Wait a minute. There's 6 people here. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, seis.
Who's that
Look
one
at
in the
that fabulous,
He's down this way for me?
fabulous background.
Yeah.
No, I'm on top of Greg. Greg's right there.
Well, it's all different for all of us.
Tim's the
Okay,
top.
I'm opposite. Like I'm here and Greg's down here.
Oh,
So anyway, hello.
Hello.
who wants to introduce Greg?
Gentlemen. Who
Anybody?
invited Greg, this great character?
Why don't you do it, Tim?
Okay, well, I don't really know where to start other than it just getting right into like, hey, this is Greg Gunter. He's sorry, Gunter. I said Gunther. Why don't you give us the rundown of your sort of breadth of work?
Let's start with that background you have there, Greg. What's that all about?
Yes, let me sink myself into a bunch of boys.
Ooh.
Although everyone's gonna be
Ooh.
mad at me for not having BearCity 2 and BearCity 3 up. So,
Well,
but this is my some of the BearCity boys and things and other stuff. And I was an actor millions of years ago, and I did a bunch of like cabaret theater stuff. And then I went behind the scenes and started developing plays and a few Broadway shows, not a whole bunch, but a bunch of regional theater, developing it with the writer and the director and the producer and helping them sort of imagine what the play is going to be. It's really esoteric, blah, 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 but it was fun. And then I got hired by Disney and I worked in their feature animation department and worked on a whole bunch of movies. I was so lucky, great people. Got hired by the theme park division, worked all over the world, had a blast. It was just so fun and got to make stories everywhere. And then I was hired by the Broadway division and I begged them to do Newsies and Aladdin. And they chose Tarzan and Little Mermaid, perfect for Broadway. You have to swing through the jungle. And if you've ever seen the Disney Tarzan movie, which I was lucky enough to work on, you have to skateboard down the trees. It's a little bit harder in the theater. And Little Mermaid, but anyway, it was all wonderful. Those shows have gone on to great success. Then they did Newsies and Aladdin after I left. And I went on to...
Girl.
I know, right? I went, no, I'm not bitter. No, but I was like, okay, 9 years of Disney. I've had it. I had a blast. I started my own company. 2007-ish, George Bush tanked the economy, and that sort of ended. But I went back into freelance, and now I write for a bunch of different folks. And I had a couple of big projects that were in the works, and we'll see what happens. But meanwhile, at one point, when the economy crashed, I was laying on my the mother of my godchild's, a young lady that I helped bring into the world. It's a weird story, and it's a lovely story, and I might tell you if we have time.
You're a doula?
Yes, I carried the birth canal, the baby from the canal,
did you hold her up over the valley?
yeah, she mistook I was laying on the couch going, what am I going to do? And this girlfriend of mine, Liz Rozier, an agent in New York, had seen me do a bunch of cabarets, and she said, where are you? And I said, I'm in Boston. And she goes, oh my God, I need a fat actor tomorrow. And I was like, oh shit, I'll get on the bus. And I go and I auditioned for Law and Order, and I got this little tiny gig on Law and Order. They treated me like a movie star. It was the sweetest thing on the planet. And subsequent to that, I started getting these Onion things that were being done with Comedy Central. I got a whole bunch of little tiny Comedy Central gigs, little tiny stuff. I go to a writer's retreat out in LA. Y'all did not want to ask me this question, by the way.
That's good.
No,
That's good.
wait, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, honey.
Okay, so
Read in, read in.
I talked
This
to
is an
Chad.
opera. It has two parts.
I
And
talked
he's translating to Italian
Let's
simultaneously.
take
Yeah,
an intermission.
So I'm
Intermission.
out at a writers conference in the desert above LA, writers conference, you know, like working as a writer, and no cell phone, no messages, all that sort of stuff. We go into town, and all of a sudden I have 11 messages on my phone, and 11 of them were the agent that worked with Liz screaming, "Where the fuck are you? Get a role for a 400-pound fat guy. It's a gay movie. It's about you." And so, oh my God, so I called the agent and she goes, "I'm sure it's already been cast." And so she was so mad at me. And I'm like, "I told you I was going away for a week, blah, 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 whatever." And so it had been cast. I did not know that.
Eloise.
She did not know that. And so I said to her, well, what's the project? And I looked it up online, and I literally wrote, I'm going to hopefully not use that word too much. I wrote the director and the writer, Lawrence Ferber, and director Doug Langway. And I said, at the risk of being Sean Young and having a Catwoman moment, if any of you are old enough to remember Sean Young dressing as Catwoman and sending, you know, a video of herself, and it went all over Hollywood and ruined her career, bless
Or
her
the
heart.
Matrix guy. The Matrix guy. Tank.
For what?
Tank from the Matrix. Sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
There's a lot of Matrix guys.
At the risk of doing this, I'd love to submit an online audition for you. I'm out in Los Angeles. And I don't know, somehow they let me do it. They had already cast the role, but the person they casted with, who I'm sure was brilliant, was a lot older than all the other actors they were casting and had been through the readings. And they liked my audition online. I did it. I recorded it and I played all the parts. So, I mean, I didn't change and go like, blah, 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 blah. I incorporated the lines in the monologue.
So is that a movie now?
He's talking.
Wait, what?
No, it was a porno. It was a porno. And that was the first Bear City. And
He's talking
so,
about Bear City, Ron.
yeah,
Okay.
so that sort of rolled into
It
the
was
other-
a long story. I gotta keep up.
I know. So speaking of attention span, Maura, she ain't got the extension. She ain't got the extension yet. But anyway, so that's my story. That's how that happened. And now I'm a freelance writer. I moved out.
Wait. Greg, hold on. Okay. So,
Ron, I've got it all on this. I'll just ship this to you.
Clay,
You can watch it later. It's
Clay,
fine.
simmer down now. So you did a bunch of things. You were in the desert or something. You made this movie. You were an actor. You said you are a writer. What are you doing currently? What is your focus? What is your project? And we will go back to that since Clay isn't leading this group at all today. One of us has to step forward. So what?
How very dare you?
Where are
Where's
you
the
now?
delete that?
Where are you now? And let's regroup and refocus, because we also have to get in a plug for, we had to take a little commercial break and give a plug for Vito about what he's been doing with YouTube and all this stuff and adding stuff. So
We're going to talk about that. Don't worry about it. Thank
okay,
you.
but
Very
where are you?
But like
figured-
and subscribe.
Right?
All right. Come on, guys. Go ahead and talk, Greg.
I figured, Maura, since you had an hour, you only listed 4 topics,
True.
that when Tim asked me to introduce myself, you might want me just to speak for a minute or two and tell you just a little background. I probably went on a little bit too long.
No, keep going.
That's okay.
It's all
Clay-
good. We're enjoying it.
Bear
will
Element
redirect you.
Podcast, the Bear Element Podcast, people. Go on YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you.
Bear
Thank you.
Element Podcast.
There we go.
bitches.
Okay, now we're good.
Oh,
So we're in the desert. What happened next?
Yep, everything's good. I got the movies did, and now I am writing. I have a wonderful producer that I'm working with who is hopefully going to shop some new scripts of mine to, and he's got a good connection there. So hopefully those will go. Right now, there's no auditioning, very little. There are people who are well connected and who are getting, some work and auditions, but it's kind of hard right now because if this bitch gets the COVID-19, let's face facts. So I'm having to be quarantined, sequestered, hidden away, and you know, that sort of thing.
Just like all beautiful things, honey.
Like all of us in the world
You
right
gotta
now.
put us in a little jar.
Yep.
Make sure we're okay. Look,
Right.
So you're doing something interesting. You're doing Zoom docent things.
Oh,
Museum, something or
so
other?
weirdly, my sister works for this nonprofit that does virtual art museum tours.
Wow.
And funny enough, some of the Bear fans and some people from Instagram and people from Facebook have joined on these tours. It's very simple. It's an hour on a virtual museum tour. And it kind of brings a lot of joy and happiness, and it's really fun. And I would continue these even if we didn't have the pandemic. I have a lot of fun with it.
Oh,
it's
neat.
for a recent
Physically
museum.
go there and you have your phone and you go around, or I
No.
don't know how it works.
The museums send us hopefully high definition versions of some of their pieces of art. So, you know, the Metropolitan has 5,000, probably 25,000 pieces of art. They send us 400 slides, and we share them with the people that come to the Zooms. It's a blast. It's really fun. Takes folks' brains off of politics for an hour, off of COVID-19,
Yes.
being alone. A lot of them are seniors that can't get out at all because the location they live in is a hot spot.
Or they're like Clay, who's not very nice. So people.
He's not a nice person, Clay. And so, but we welcome him, and he would be very, yes, he's documented.
That's right.
My agent
Yeah,
there.
you know the one.
Attorney? Are you calling an attorney?
Do it.
Dude, he just
You're
put a
saying-
hair on you.
He's having us removed.
Well,
My partner Bill has told me from day one of our 10-year relationship, he's like, 2 calls, you're erased. Gone. And then shortly into the relationship, I was down to 1 call. I'm like, oh, you've already made the first call. Oh
One
yeah,
call.
they're on standby.
Yeah.
1 call, erased.
Yeah.
I'm sure Trump tries that. He's probably like, half a phone call and a Twitter thing, and you're out.
Oh,
You
I'm sure he
notice
does.
that
He
Oh,
tried
my.
with Michigan's.
the condo is open tonight because he's at a board meeting. So
Ah.
yeah,
Oh.
very luxurious around here.
Oh.
All space to myself.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
So
Yeah.
that was tumultuous, but you're welcome to. You are going to stay for the rest of the podcast
So
and
And
chime in
you're-
for the rest of our topics. Okay.
And just to clarify how things work around here, I'm in charge of the schedule,
Oh, Jesus.
and I budgeted 15 to 20 minutes for you, Greg, and you've only done 12, and that whole interruption was at 9. Not that I'm keeping notes.
so
So feel free to reclaim your time, Greg. You think of something else, you let us know. He's like,
it's
Give me my time.
like, I would love to hear like how did Bear City evolve from 1, 2, and 3, and what that was like. Like, yeah. Absolutely. A lot of people want to know that.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, our director, Doug, and Lawrence Ferber, the writer on the first one, I think were friends. They were talking about all the different adventures that Doug had as first a chubby chaser, bear chaser first, actually, probably. Maybe daddy chaser first, let me get this right. Then a bear chaser, then a chub chaser, because he started as a skinny little twig. And he would go to the bars and he would see these older men and he just fell in love with them. And the first guy he fell in love with was a big muscle older daddy. And the second one was a little bit bigger. And the third one was and the 50th one was, and the 150th one was, and I'm exaggerating slightly because they, you know, the casting shows more of a muscle daddy for the first one that he fell in love
He's
with.
not a
but that's
horror.
his
We know.
story. That's his story. And then the second one became more about the, what'd you say, Maura?
Sorry. Go ahead.
The second one became more about the bear community, and the third one became more about the bear family. So by that time, Lawrence had moved on to other projects. He did the novelization of the movies. And so, you know, Doug wrote it by himself and with collaborative help from everybody. And we just had a blast putting it together. But they really were stories that came from all the adventures he had and friends of his had. And if you have seen the Bear 3 movie, there's a moment where these guys are in a kind of a camper, and the camper breaks and they fall out. That's a real story that happened with some of his friends. Only after it was filmed and we were at some sort of premiere did the third person who was in that camper come up and say, "Oh yeah, there were 3 of us"? So he only heard the sanitized version of the naughty story. So it really,
Oh,
yeah,
I get it. No.
yeah. So that's
That's
and
funny.
hopefully there'll be a Bear City 4. We've been Doug has been building a website that has the option for everyone to write part of the story, and we
Oh,
might
I saw that.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's
Fascinating.
hopefully it's going to launch soon, fully. But anyway, everyone can have a writer's credit. Everybody can have a piece of the pie. There's no pie, but you can. It's
I'm
magic.
out. I'm out.
I keep joking and saying, we just need one big, fat, loving oligarch who hasn't killed too many people. Bear City 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody in the world can be in it. We'll have locations
There you go.
everywhere. So if you're out there, we need you.
Now, Greg, if you being part of the bear community, you know, for whatever, I don't know what you identify with or what you who you hang around, but you, for this sake of
He's
this
clearly
movie,
a twink. Hello.
right? What story would you have to contribute to Bear City 4? Like, is there like a particular anecdote or story that
Well,
you care to share?
Well, actually, the story of the first Bear City was really my story. I had worked on Broadway. I'd worked all over the world. I'd worked in animation, theaters all over the world. And then when that economy crashed down, I was out of a job. My whole company, I did the stupid thing because I did not study finance, where you're not supposed to use your own money for your own business, because I just never thought it would end. We had contracts with people. Some of my friends have heard this too much. Discovery Channel, the Learning Channel, before they were big reality show things, they actually had shows. And we had MTV contract. We had a whole bunch of contracts, and everything just dried up. So that was my story. And what I did with Doug was because I was a story development person, I would run ideas by him. He would run ideas by me. So I feel very much like I helped nurture the stories of 2 and 3, and especially with regard to my character and how Doug Langway is a chubby, loving man. But even so, sometimes you don't realize how your chubby is being portrayed, or how you're treating him in the movie. And especially because I'm a mama bear kind of super chub. I think of myself more of as a mama bear super chub and super chubby. And I like that about myself. And I wanted to make sure that my character, had its own little moments where it didn't get pushed away because I was the fat one. You think that a fat loving man might not do that, but there's so many other factors that go into telling stories. So I pushed for that, and I would probably continue the mama bear stuff and nurture the new babies.
Well, I think that's really important.
That's cool.
I think that's part of the bear community that I've always been attracted to, and I've appreciated. And that mama bear that's sort of protective and nurturing, and it's great to see that.
That's fun. I mean, real quick, this shirt has been redesigned to have me be that chubby. The version before was done by a really wonderful artist who did not understand fat bodies, and I was tiny. I was tiny. And I said to Doug, I said, "You need to widen me out a little bit." And there were people who actually bought the tiny version of me, which is kind of funny. And yeah, so there's shirts out there with my tiny version, but I'm glad they redesigned it and made it more super chub friendly.
That's cool.
You want to be seen.
Hey, Greg, your
Indeed.
your episode of Law and Order, was your size integral to the storyline, or
Well,
was it just a backstory?
Yeah, no, they let me have my cane. That was great.
And what do you mind sharing the name of the episode so we can take a look
Oh
at
my
it?
God, it is first of all, I love that show. Mariska Hargitay, Chris Maloney were amazing and wonderful, and my 8 little lines. Everybody was so great, but it is the 10th season and the 10th episode, and it's called Smut. My mother's favorite show was Law and Order SVU, and I watched it with my mother, and it is trashy as trash.
I love it.
But I seriously am only in it for 8 seconds. It was really fun to do, and drank my Kool-Aid. So you know,
Cool. No, check it out because that's one of my favorite shows. So,
oh, good.
and probably like 10 minutes into it, I'll be, I've seen this one before.
Right. You
3
will.
times. Yeah.
You will.
Well,
And then,
well,
but I won't be able to tell you what
like-
happened in it. I don't know what happened.
Mhm.
It's like I Love Lucy. You know, there's
Right.
oh, I've seen this one. I don't know what happened. Let's watch it. So,
Yeah.
cool. Well, do you have any other current projects that you're working on you want to plug before we
Well,
move on?
Like I said, my scripts I can't plug because they're secret.
Development.
But,
Right.
but I'm excited about them, and I'm excited to talk about the other things you have online. Underwear on y'all's bodies is going to be lovely, so you can, focus on your other topics. I'm excited. I'm so thrilled and honored to be here. I love all your faces, and I've been going through all the podcasts that I missed and learning about every naughty, awful, terrible thing that you've discussed. So I am happy to be here.
Yeah,
Before
which
we
naughty,
get to-
terrible
Before
thing
we
did you
get
like
to
the most?
underwear,
I'm
let's
mad.
take a look
y'all.
at our traditional T-shirts. And I'll
Oh,
start.
yeah.
I'm not wearing a fancy T-shirt. It's just a silly Aeropostale, has a bear on it. That's what caught my eye.
Love
But
it.
it has the neck is already tight, and it was a crew neck, and it used to come up to like here, and I hated it. So I got out the sewing machine, and I had a friend who helped me and turned it into a slight V. I couldn't do it more because of the design.
Yeah.
I don't know I've been converted to the cult of V-neck T-shirts because I need room to breathe. So that's
Yeah,
my
V-
T-shirt
Hey.
story. Next.
I'll do mine. I'm the
Oh wow,
worst.
that's subtle.
I'm the worst.
Get it? Because he's a
Avoid.
wiener. He's the
But a bump.
bratwurst. Or a
And
liver.
it happens to be true. So,
I'm the
Yeah.
worst. I think it's cute and it's phallic, so that's why I bought it.
Cute and phallic. What else do you need?
What else is there?
I guess
Tim
I,
looks like he's positioning himself. Let's go, Tim.
Oh, I can. So training wheels. This is actually a shirt I did the design for. Training Wheels is the name of my training group for AIDS Life Cycle.
oh,
So we did these a couple of years ago.
That's cool. I like it.
Dude,
I want to see it again.
tropical.
Let me see. Oh, pretty. Nice colors. I
Yeah.
like it.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
next?
Who's next?
Wolfie.
Wolfie?
Wolf.
This is a repeat, so just to warn you.
Oh my God.
What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Jesus.
can't
I need to go on Amazon, look for more T-shirts.
What
Which
what
one
is
is
it,
that?
Wolf? I can't see what it
Let's
is.
see. It's very faded. It's been through the wash, God knows number many times. Big dragon sitting there. He has a lance in it. There's this knight right here that's like, oh God, this is not going
Okay.
well.
Okay.
This is not going well.
It's cute.
All right, Ron, let's leave Greg.
I have
for
this
last.
is a repeat too, but I figured it's Halloween, and I don't know if you could see it, but it's basically a skeleton face, you know.
Oh, there you go.
Could you turn
Oh.
off your background?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Don't know. I've
Yeah, I
been
like that one.
I've been having a really hard time. I can't setting off my background. If I check,
You got to put it none. You got to put none. Scroll up and put
Yeah.
none. There you go.
I don't know. It says I have a green screen and mirror my video. Those are all my only choices. So I've been
Oh.
having a hard time. No, I just figured I'd go with it. It's a skeleton.
Cute.
All right.
It's a skeleton. People have seen me before, but I want to see if this shows up. I got my first Halloween decoration, and I'm super excited. And I don't know if it'll show up. But
You know he's a
it-
doctor,
Bad that
right?
I'm just here holding my head.
wait, oh, you can't see it. But I got this dragon. There's a dragon over here.
Oh,
Can't see it.
Can't see it.
I can't see. I would love
Can't
to
see it at all.
I know.
I like dragons.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Well, it's funny. It was like on Amazon. It's like $100.
Hilarious.
And I was like, I'm gonna. My
Did you have
neighbor.
a glass of wine before you started recording tonight, Ron?
No.
This is like Michael Palin traveling around the world to show all the natural beauty, and he gets to the rice terraces and one of the most amazing things in the world. But it's sucked in the fog, so we're gonna go have breakfast. Let's go.
Hey, listen. Normally, you and Wolfie have men traipsing in the background to and fro. So, I don't want to hear it.
I'm single tonight. Woohoo! Anything can happen.
Oh my God, we are so off the rails tonight.
Yeah.
The last pair of t-shirts. That's Greg. Show us your t-shirt.
I blame
What you got,
everything
Greg?
on COVID. It's all COVID's fault.
My
Let's see
t-shirt.
what you're wearing.
Greg,
Support.
So this is just I didn't prepare. So all my Bear City shirts, which barely fit me, are in a box still. So this is just my girlfriend Anna, who's a trans goth singer in Germany, and she the goth goddess. Soper Eternus rules, and that was the shirt that I pulled out of the closet quickly because the other shirt I had didn't have anything on it. But anyway, she's perfect for Halloween.
I try to show a dragon, and you guys make fun of me. He's got a trans goth princess in Berlin, and you guys don't say a word.
We're not making fun of you for your t-shirt. We're making fun of you for your
You're the
background.
last person to make fun of dragons.
Got a point.
Let's be clear.
I met her.
What the hell?
She was a Bear City fan.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
cool.
We've been
I
friends.
will check her out.
We've been
Oh,
friends for 10 years.
And the
Yeah, Greg,
ensemble
send me
of
a link on
shadows.
that so I can put that in the description.
Okay, yeah, sure will. Yeah, she's brilliant.
Her.
She's amazing.
Uh,
I can't
Well-
with this background today. I don't know.
Well, now that we've talked about our t-shirts, let's talk about underwear. Vito, you wanted to talk about underwear.
Well, we're going to talk about what we prefer first, and then I'm going to
Shit, wear no underwear.
some things that I've found.
Ah,
Greg, we're not normally this bad.
I love
We're careful.
So, Tim, what's your underwear? I think we've talked about this before, but people change. What kind of underwear do you like?
Well, for several years, I was just going commando. I don't even think I owned underwear for years. But there's a brand by the name of Stance. We're primarily a sock company, but started making underwear that's really comfy.
What do you define as comfy?
It's really soft. It's more, they do like a boxer and a boxer brief. And they have one boxer that they do that's called the holster,
It says that
where it has like this sort of pouch in the front where everything just sort of tucks into, all nice and comfy and stuff.
There you go.
Oh.
That's what I actually wanted.
But
to
it's
talk
not
about.
sort of like the it's not like the ones that you're talking about where it's like you shove your balls into like a hole.
Well, there are those, but there's another one that is a gentle thing.
Why do
Oh, I like gentle with my balls.
Have you
you
heard
gonna
about what is it, Bear Thug out of LA?
Yeah.
I like their stuff. They have underwear and jock straps and poppers on their website. VHS head cleaner. And but they have sizes up to 4XL, which is nice, and some of the cuter ones are only 2XL. I guess we have to keep our cubs cute somehow. But that's one site I like.
Speaking of Cubs, you can explain to them what a VHS is? Because they don't know. Back in my day, you had to rewind to be kind.
Damn
Damn it.
And I know.
How about you, Wolf? What kind of underwear do you like to wear, if any?
Usually from Duluth Trading Company, or is it Mining
Yeah,
Company?
I
I
like
always forget. Buck Naked Underwear. And yes,
wow.
that is their actual brand name for it. Buck
Cool.
Naked Underwear.
And they're
It's,
not cheap, are
And
they?
No, they're not. It's like $15, $16 a pop.
Yeah.
They're actually just down the freeway from where I
Oh,
am.
wow.
Yeah, they have a store.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do they have a
They have
discount
hot.
bin?
You go in there and pretend you're an underwear model and just
Just take it off.
yeah, just like pose.
Well,
Well,
they say it's
mine
pretty
are boring.
comfortable.
I like the boxer briefs, but I could never find ones for the longest time that wouldn't ride up my calves because I have pretty big calves. And you know, my underwear suffers the same fate as, remember cords back in the 70s, you old guys, how if you had any kind of an ass and you had any kind of thighs, you know, the cords look like a topographical map, you know. So my
Yeah,
poor
and then we
I think
watch
I
our
repressed that memory.
Or
my poor boxer briefs were going this way and that way and all the, but surprise, surprise, I found Hanes has a really well-designed, super comfortable boxer brief, doesn't ride up, doesn't pinch. So
yeah, I used to wear my cords and listen to my 8-tracks and roller skate down the street to Def Leppard. Yeah, I remember those
I
days.
used to wear out the cords in between the legs
right, yeah.
and the crotch.
I know. And then they'd wear a whole. Eventually, they'd wear a whole. They wouldn't be cords anymore. They'd just be like flat.
Oh, fat boy problems.
It's terrible.
Skateboarder.
It's terrible. Tim.
No,
Hater
I had that
dude.
problem too. I've always had thick thighs.
You have, yeah.
I have
You're back in
recently
the club.
discovered two kinds of underwear. Izod knit boxers.
Oh Jesus, she's high maintenance.
They are super comfy. Super. They have a button on the fly. So you gotta open that.
Those?
But I don't close it. I just unbutton it once and then it stays open. And they're super comfy. And Sam's Club has them for super cheap. So
Oh, nice.
they're like,
What about
Wow.
Greg? Greg didn't say what he wears.
Oh,
so I used to do box. It is? Greg, is that what you wear?
I am a lady. I do not talk about my underwear. As y'all
Lady.
discovered when I came on this Zoom in my full suit and stood up with my pants on.
Ron,
Yeah.
you missed it.
In
He was
England, they
naked.
would be pants. Yes.
Yes, my
Oh, I know. I missed it. I'll show you. Okay. This time I have pants on.
everyone stand by to
Apparently
pause
we're
the
gonna-
video.
See Ron's underwear.
American
Oh, those are
Eagle
cute.
has these nice ones for fat boys,
Cute.
and they're cute. And they have them in
Mhm.
gray and blue.
Is that Hanes?
No, American Eagle.
American Eagle.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They have up to 3XL. I don't think they have 4XL, or maybe they do. But I always try to be squeezed into like a little lower in underwear to pretend I'm thinner than I am. I do.
Now, do you wear? Oh, Ron, do you wear scrubs?
Yeah, that's another fetish. We could do that episode one.
Do you,
I
so
think-
you wear that underwear with the scrubs? So you
Yeah, but the weird part about scrubs, I mean, I've been doing this for wearing them for like 25 years. It just it feels like you're in pajamas every day. Like it's nice, but there's no. You're just like that's why like on Schitt's Creek, the sister had to wear scrubs to go work at the vet clinic. He goes, "You look like a stick of gum." Like I don't know what you look like. You just sort of look like a colored blob.
well, I like them because
Yeah.
they tend to show, the
I
men's parts.
suppose, like, well, we had this one surgeon, this old creepy guy, and he never wore underwear underneath his,
and
And
flopping
then
around in there.
he'd be doing surgeries, and he'd be like, "Oops, my scrubs fell on the ground."
Oh
He would make the nurses go under the table, and like
my God.
this was in Florida, yeah.
Oh my God.
But like,
Ew.
I know, but it's
And
rare that like a scrub brings out the best in somebody. It's like, unfortunately, it's a
That is
And
weird.
there's someone in Florida right now going, so that's how grandma got an STD. That makes sense.
Okay,
I couldn't
you
figure
guys,
that out.
are you guys ready for some cock?
Yes. Show us your special underwear
Yes.
that's not Mormon, not magical.
There's some cock for you.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Wow.
size
company-
medium.
This
Really?
company-
Size medium. I don't think
can
so.
you get the cod piece like in a different size from the rest of it? Like mix and match. Like, hi, I want a small pair of briefs, but a large codpiece on it.
Well, I
That's
Vito,
mean,
is it Vito? Would it be bad for me to point out that you have a page with your Xtube profiler?
No, I don't.
I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Woohoo!
oh my goodness. Now that is a pecker. That one bite.
Oh. Ah,
Oh no.
okay.
Woo, that's the thing that
There's
holds
so
up.
much going on right
Look
now.
at this guy's hot. Woo,
Who's in charge of this?
there you go.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Now you guys know what to get me for Christmas.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. All right,
Don't.
hold on.
All right.
There
Okay,
we go.
There's a hot dog.
we've got a podcast we're trying to do.
right.
Hot
So
dog.
they have.
Oh,
Jaws.
I got some on. Let's see.
Vlad.
Let me see.
are they the well?
Oh.
Close down this big thing so we can actually see you.
Where's the
see you.
Zoom?
Jesus.
All right.
Jesus.
I'm gonna eat some weenies while you do this.
So it
My goodness.
Oh,
Okay,
my
everyone,
Lord.
pause again.
pulls them out, and it's got that little flap that.
Wait, a pair of meatballs you got with your sausage.
They
So
have,
while,
suits
so
and
while
all
Vito
sorts of
takes a
stuff.
break to use his hand sanitizer.
Well, I don't like the pattern, and they're a little tight, and
They didn't look
I
tight.
prefer the knit boxers.
They look-
Let's just say that. But
They
I
look
wore
good.
them all day today to see if I liked them or not. So
Can you return them if you don't?
what's that?
Can you return them if you don't?
Not if you've worn them.
I'm sure somebody would buy them from
Somebody
you.
might like
Post
that.
them
Vito,
on your
I-
Xtube.
Are they scratches?
Post them on your Xtube.
Mhm.
There you go. This is a funny one also.
All right, there's
Let me
more.
show you.
Oh yeah, it smells like earlier.
Who knew underwear would be such a time-consuming topic?
I love it.
I mean, popular.
What do you think of that one?
Coney Island.
You like
Does it
that
come
one,
with
Greg?
relish?
Yes, that's great. Now I want a
And then-
hot dog.
Happy
bought this, too.
For cream.
You mustard.
Oh.
Happy nuts.
Okay, what's anti-Batwing? What's Batwing?
What
the
is
hell?
Batwing? I'm not
Seafood?
sure what that is.
Oh,
Your
Maybe
balls.
it's scrotum.
Unbelievably fresh.
Is Batwing like when your scrotum sticks to the side of your leg?
I
Is that
think
Batwing?
so. I think that's
it.
what it is. Yeah, I think that's
What is the manly smell? Does it smell like Greg?
It smells like Duke's original recipe.
Smells like beef
Oh.
jerky. Is that what it
Some of them smell like
It's over here.
cheese.
Let's see what it smells like. Hold on.
is?
I'll get in trouble for those logos. You'll have to.
You're embarrassing Wolfie. Can we please get it together?
It's the
today?
light. It's not my face turning red, I swear.
Oh, we shared it.
By the way, everybody, you can hear this on the Bear Element podcast.
Oh, yes.
Woo! You can hear it and see it.
Okay, let me see what it smells
Vito,
like.
you missed the plug. Can you do that one more time for Vito? Because he had to poop.
What?
Oh yes, the plug.
Like and subscribe.
I'm on the Bear.
Oh, It's kind of citrusy.
Vito, wait, listen, Vito, it's for you to edit in.
What?
Go ahead, Greg.
All right, here we go. Like and subscribe on the Bear Element podcast.
I love it.
and this wasn't scheduled to be the drunk episode, but apparently. Santa Maria Putanesca, what's going on here?
Hello.
Play.
Does that mean we need to invite Greg back for when we do the Drunk Naked
I would
episode?
love
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would love that.
I don't drink because I get so drunk so fast. It's the same with marijuana. I am just awful. I cannot. I get inebriated like that.
Oh,
Hmm.
Wait.
Well,
yeah. We just
Wolfie was pushing for the getting hot. What are we calling it? The cannabis podcast?
Oh.
Oh my god.
How about this one?
That is so possible.
Oh God.
Is
That
that when you're so well endowed, you're comfortable enough to
Greg,
just show up?
Greg, have you seen this pair on your museum tour? That's museum.
Yes,
work.
actually, we look right at it. I zoom right in. All the 70-year-old women love it.
Greg, have you seen that one? What was that nun lady who used to walk around at PBS?
Oh, I love her. Sister Wendy.
Yes, I love her.
Love her.
Is that similar to what you're doing with your museum tours?
Well, you know what we do? So instead of teaching about the paintings, we let you tell us what you see. And it's kind of fun that way because naturally people start making stories about what they see. And then I'll have done a little research about the painting, and so I can answer questions. How big is it? What's the medium? Da, 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 da. And then sometimes I'll say, oh, well, what Manet or Renoir or someone, Georgia O'Keeffe meant by this was blah, blah, blah. But your story is so much more fun. So they will come up with these amazing stories just having seen the painting, as if you might do in a museum. And then you go over and you read about it. But first you look at it and you make a picture in your brain based upon what you see, and a story in your brain. So
Greg, I went to Vito's house one time. All I saw was balls. Balls. I didn't know why. I'm like, am I seeing this?
This is what you saw.
Am I misinterpreting?
One heck of a blowjob.
Greg, I was wondering. I don't think I'm very good at art because I don't know what Vito is trying to express. It seems seems obvious, but I'm not getting it. I don't know.
Oh God, I hate.
All right, I'm gonna need to take away Vito's screen sharing capabilities.
Oh my God.
I thought you were driving this.
Okay,
week.
Clay, how's this for a transition?
Now, is that the ass part
Yeah,
from behind?
I don't want it on the screen too long. Yeah.
Thank you. We are not responsible for traumatizing our viewers.
Yeah.
Your discretion advised.
What is our rating on this podcast? That was scary.
W for whore.
F.
Bear Element Podcast.
Thank you. Greg.
So Bill likes to make fun of me. He'll walk through the house and touch a random object and say, oh, there's a story to this. This one actually has a story. I was stationed in Turkey in 1984.
Oh, how sweet.
And they take little Turkish pots and they turn them into pumpkins
Wow.
for the Americans.
Wow.
I've had this. So I've
That's
had this
so
for a
cute.
long time.
It's super
Oh,
cute.
that's so wonderful.
Clay, I
love
remember
it.
one of your Turkish stories.
Yeah, I mean that seems watered down. What else happened in
It involved a thumb.
thumb?
Turkish thumbs.
I don't remember that one. I don't
Oh,
make that connection.
In the bathhouse.
I'm old, so
Yeah, we call that blocking it out.
yes.
We
Okay,
have video.
And then last Halloween, our friends gave us this one. Isn't that cute?
there you go.
Dude, oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Cute.
Okay,
Alrighty,
well,
guys.
Vito, show us.
I'll show you my pumpkin.
So
Uh,
You
We're
already
talking
did.
a real pumpkin, though,
We
right?
saw
We're not
two
talking more
pumpkins in a
underwear.
basket and a snake.
So what did you think? It's called
It
editing.
was amazing.
yeah,
What did you guys think? Did you like it?
Yeah, I'd go to
Okay,
that.
cool.
especially the crack in the middle.
Wow.
It's
I
a
would
pumpkin inside of a pumpkin,
that
and it's cute.
pumpkin
The
head.
inside pumpkins is
Are we
screaming
still
and trying to get out.
underwear?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds very Calvin and Hobbes.
There you go.
Alrighty. Well, we have really just chewed up our schedule. So why don't we do a quick rundown of current events here in Los Estados Unidos de
Oh,
America?
great! Because there's so much good news.
Well,
No, we're
That's part of the
filming
problem.
right before the election.
so
Let's talk about.
I'm just ready for it to be over. I want to fast forward a couple weeks.
some good news.
Okay.
Voting, pre-voting, early voting is its highest levels ever.
He's already discredited that.
Yeah.
Who cares what he discredited?
Good job, guys.
Who
He also tries to
discredited that?
discredit the people that talk about his Russian banking ties, but that doesn't make it not true. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit all at once.
Great.
Well, it was in Texas. They were saying that the number of people voting this election in like the younger age groups is been astronomically larger than any other previous year.
So did everybody hear
So
vote? Or kind of
yes,
vote? And okay.
Wait, say that
Vito,
again, Ron?
dropped it off.
Did
Been marked as received.
everybody here
Checked it
vote
out.
or is gonna vote?
Oh, did
Unless you're
everybody here
voting
vote?
for Trump,
voted.
just stay home. It's okay. COVID.
Mhm.
Yeah, I live in Alameda County, and they actually expanded the drop boxes this year, and we have one like 2/10 of a mile away, so it was easy to drop it off there. And
Did
with
it
all the
say-
automation,
Yeah,
Did it say Republican on it from the Republican National Committee?
yeah, there aren't enough of those here to fund that. So yeah, no, that's down in Orange County and Riverside and all those places.
Ugh.
Yeah,
All right.
So, and why is
it's
it important?
it's. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tim. No.
No, it's all really distressing right now. There's not a whole lot worth turning the TV on for to listen to with the news.
I agree.
I wish it was different.
I agree. How about like anybody playing any video games or like doing
Oh, nice transition, Ron.
So current events suck so bad, we're going to talk about video games.
Exactly.
Hey,
I-
is it
I have-
really?
There are a number of people posting stuff like that. Like
Oh.
I've turned off everything bad, and I'm only doing happy stuff. So what's your happy stuff, Ron?
my
Ooh,
happy stuff?
Oculus.
Disposable income is what I
I-
see.
Well, no, because I haven't had a video game player for at least 7 years.
Oh, okay.
And
He's
I
overdue.
used to have
Uh-huh.
one, and I got busy and this and
An
that.
Oculus. Okay.
I decided I'm
Those
gonna.
are so much fun.
I don't know yet. Yeah, I heard they're pretty fun, and
Do you have a cub that can explain it to you better than whoever taught you about
that's what I
Zoom?
need. I need like a quick little cub to just be like, show me how it works, and then get out.
But not the one that showed you how to work Zoom. A different one.
Thank you. I know, and not one who wants to stick around for too long unless they have really good underwear. But I swear to God, I was like, you know what? Now is a good time. I agree with him. It's stressful as fuck. Everybody's crazy, and people are running around like mad. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to watch that. Like I voted already. I gave my 2 cents. We've been putting our part in. Now I can let go and like play some video games and see what happens. Like what else am I gonna do? I think there's a big early voter turnout, and we can relax and at least see what happens. Like we don't have to
Sure.
live every day like, oh, what's gonna happen?
So
You know-
Ron's got his Oculus. Tim went skateboarding this weekend. What's your happy place, Wulf? What do you do when you want to disconnect?
Pot. That sounds bad.
No.
No, I
It's
love
More
that.
sort of
That's
fun. You're fine.
music,
You're
yeah.
fine.
Disconnecting.
Wolfie, we
you're
love
fine.
you so much.
Thank you.
I meant
Yes, we
something different than normal, but that's fine.
Okay.
How about you, Vito? What's your I'm gonna unplug
ball sex
healthy or simple pleasure?
balls.
Balls.
Masturbation for sure.
Yeah.
And
Not
then
on Zoom
playing-
though. Don't do it on Zoom.
You should be
Okay,
getting
awesome.
paid for that.
Well, I got a new camera, and I specifically got it with the little thing that you can turn off.
Yeah, you should be getting like a little meter, like $1.
Just in
How about
case.
you, Greg? What's your guilty pleasure or your
Well, I didn't
escape?
finish.
Oh, he didn't finish.
Oh,
That was kind of a joke.
Oh, sorry.
please hold, Greg.
My
Greg,
dog.
please hold. Vito,
I
go
like-
ahead.
I like playing with
Hey,
the dog.
Riley.
It relaxes me. That's what I do. What else do I do? I don't really
So is
watch
that
television.
legal in Utah? Masturbating the dog?
Wow, you went
Is that
there.
why, is that why you left California? Because one of the few things is not legal here?
Oh my god,
I
it's
don't-
so
I-
cold. It's already cold. It's like
You know-
17 degrees.
If you
It snowed once, but it
virtual
melted.
reality, it's legal in all 50 states.
It's so fucking cold. my
Yay.
God, it's like in Orange County, if it went below 55, we were freezing our asses off. Hey, it's been 17, 7.
Oh, Jesus.
It's unbelievable.
But you're going to acclimate so fast. By come springtime, you're going to be outside in a long sleeve shirt, going, "Oh yeah, it's nice." And you look at the temperature; it's 37. You're like, "Okay, yeah, I'm fine."
Well, I
So-
had shorts on today, and I was out and about, and it was like 17.
Oh, I love it.
But
Yeah.
I didn't have a hat, but I had a jacket on.
It's
Oh,
good
no, I
for
did have a
fat
hat.
boys to sweat.
I had a hat.
Greg, you're a Northeast boy.
No, I was originally from Texas, but I lived in Chicago, Boston, New York, LA, San Diego, LA, overseas, back, forth. I love cold weather. I mean, I am a ginormous fat guy. So I love, as I like to say,
You're a
fat-
furnace.
I'm a yes. So I love
You're
being
well
cold.
insulated.
And I just moved to a warmer climate from Colorado. So I miss it so much, but it's okay. It's all
At
right.
least in Colorado, you had seasons though, right? It would get hot in the summer, and you'd actually have a spring, a
Yeah,
fall.
yeah.
So,
Clay, what's your escape?
Oh, it's
oh,
weird.
well,
About.
I was going to wait until after Greg, so let's go to Greg.
Oh, I'm
Greg?
sorry. I thought you were asking me. Go, Clay.
No, Greg.
I only said it because you had asked me earlier. 17 hours of sleep a day.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
That's your go-to?
I'm joking. I'm joking. But I have found myself taking really long naps because I don't want to think about what's happening outside. It's horrible. I know that's horrible. But I write, so my job is to write. I wish I could play video games. I love watching true crime stories, and I love hearing about it.
Murder.
Very, very cathartic to me when the bad person gets caught. And it is
My
so
mom's
cathartic.
like that too. She's obsessed with like that.
I was never like this, and I am so like this now, and I watch it all day long, and my poor partner is like, "Oh, if we see this, I'm gonna take a knife to you." And I've been joking. He gave me a few chances too, by the way, and I'm way past my chances, and I keep joking with everybody. If he stabs me and hides my body, it's because he was watching a damn detective show, and forgive him. So.
I tell
Well,
Bill that all
fine.
the time. I've seen enough detective shows that I could kill you, and I could get away with it. You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm too lazy. You fat fuck. That's how we say love around here.
That's right.
And he calls me a little.
That's
bitch,
what I
and I'm like,
heard. I heard.
You think I'm little?
Oh.
Yay! I call those DIY compliments. No, I've been sleeping a lot, and I allowed myself. I just gave up on the whole worrying about the sleep. My sleep cycles. So I go to sleep when I'm tired, and I wake up when I'm ready. There's a lot of don't Law and Order, all versions. On any old time, and we the thing that keeps Bill and I together is that we know how to laugh, and make each other laugh. And so I'm sure the people that walk by our front and back doors here in the condo think we're insane because the things that we laugh about are truly ridiculous. But that's been my saving grace, is that and my friends online, being able to chat. And it's funny, people say, "Hey, do you want to talk on the phone?" I'm like, "No, let's just chat online. I don't want to talk." It's like, I'd rather just use the keyboard or the, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, speaking of funny too, have any of you seen the new Borat movie?
Oh,
Heard of
God.
it.
No, but the Rudy Giuliani thing and everything.
Oh my god,
Oh my God.
I didn't think I would think it as funny as I thought the first one. I'm a fan of the first one, but it's just so dumb. There's one scene, it's just so stupid. Like, I laughed where I couldn't catch my breath. So like, if you like that sort of silly humor, it's not for everybody, but it's funny. And he, of course, he has like a little point he's trying to make, and
If you like the first one, you'd probably like the second.
for sure.
Is that the sort of
Yeah, I thought the second one would. I don't think maybe it was as good. Well, that's what made it funny. Part of it is like he was trying to make the second one, and he's running through doing these scenes, and everybody's like, "That's Borat, that's Borat," and he's like, "Fuck, I can't play Borat anymore, and he sort of addresses that in the show, which is sort of funny. He became so famous he can't, so he had to kind of find a new costume and a new little shtick, and I thought he did a great job. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You have a fat man sit on his face in this one.
That was kind of sexy.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
That was
No,
hysterical.
he wore a fat man's costume. He went to some store and he's like, I want to look like Fat American.
Oh,
He got like this. He got like, they were like one of the sumo wrestler ones, but like, he had like fake hair and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw in the ad they offer him a Borat costume at the costume shop. So that.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's too
Yeah.
famous to hide.
Yeah. It was pretty.
Well, is that scene you're talking about with the Borat? Is that on YouTube? Because I understand that they may have changed things on YouTube. Is that right, Vito?
Oh,
Did they update
I don't know, Greg.
YouTube?
That was kind of
Was
like a
this
really
Greg?
harsh segue.
Yeah,
or
you know,
Oh,
Greg.
Bear Element Podcast.
there you go. I love it.
Like and subscribe.
Greg, you're amazing.
Can edit those
Thank
together.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
So I've
Will you
spent
be
some time trying to update
ooh.
this.
that looks good,
So
Vito.
look, a daring. What do you think about this? A daring gay bear liberal podcast.
Why is it liberal?
Is that live?
I didn't even ask you guys.
thought
I just did it.
No. Are we daring though?
Right wing. Did anybody not?
We're daring.
I didn't get the memo.
And then Ron, apparently, I didn't do this. So remember Spencer from YouTube about
Yeah.
3 episodes ago? He did all this for me.
Oh, how nice.
So apparently you're fire, Ron.
Okay, that
and-
makes sense.
Wulf is water.
Really?
Yeah. And Vito is
Mhm.
wind. And Tim is earth. And Clay is energy.
Oh, that's
Oh, I love that.
Was that
nice.
cute?
Yeah,
Well, because
that's amazing.
I've had so many people say, because when they first look at the logo, they can't really understand what it is. So I think it'll help people figure it out instead of the thing for win that you guys.
And then I like it too
Thank-
because and then each
The
guest,
prolapse.
the prolapse, yeah.
right.
The fleshlight. Vito the fleshlight.
When-
So Greg, if you're wondering what we're talking about, there's the win portion of
Oh, I
that
see.
logo
Yeah, I see
that
it.
we joke about that being the prolapse, or at least I do.
Or if you have a penis, which I do not, but you could put something in.
it's a flashlight. Yes,
flashlight. Thank you. You said it, yeah.
I know it looks just like a flashlight. It's weird.
So I
So
found a
you-
way to make, cool. I think they're cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? These
Oh,
graphics.
yeah.
They're amazing.
I
They-
Good job, Vito.
love it.
Yeah.
They're so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did a great job, and I like Greg. Like each guest gets to be like I think each guest is like a catalyst for the elements. A catalyst is something that helps elements change from one state to the other, or like brings us together, or or maybe makes fire, or like help like water tempers fire, makes steel. Like so, Greg, you've been a great catalyst, and
Yes.
thank you so much.
I'm so honored and touched. Thank you. What
Yeah.
a beautiful logo. Oh my gosh, with those faces, it's gorgeous.
Thank
Oh,
you.
but we have a T-shirt, so you can always get. The
Oh, I
T-shirt.
need to get one, but you better have a 5X.
Yes, you do.
We got mama bear sizes, honey.
Better go up.
So Greg, if you're on YouTube and you're looking for us, what would you look for?
The Bear Element Podcast.
Hey.
You have to get that recorded, okay?
Well, if you
Greg,
talk
you're-
over it, I can't use it.
Oh, shoot.
I know.
No,
We've been
separate-
fucking it up.
Yeah, you're never going to get it with us in the room. You have to do
Right.
that. You offline.
All right,
Take care of it.
let's do one more, and we can be quiet, except Wolfie.
Okay,
What?
go ahead.
All right, one more time. We'll all be quiet.
The Bear Element Podcast. Like and subscribe.
Perfect.
I'll put it on my
Yay!
I'll put it on my
You're gonna send us a bill for this?
yeah,
I know.
yes, I am. No, I put it
You
on
can
my
send us a bill.
right? You don't know what I'm asking for, baby.
Well,
Thank
I'll
you.
put it on my whatever that damn thing's Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Well, I'll let you know when the episode's ready. I'll send you a link.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
well, surprise, surprise, we're almost out of time, so we're getting ready to wrap up here. Greg, just so you know, everybody has an opportunity to give a back scratch to someone or something or a group that they want to appreciate.
People.
I will start this time. I will give a back scratch to Bill for not being here, so I can have the whole space to myself without
Yay.
him back running the mixer, pissing off Vito, our sound engineer, and you, Greg, for joining us. I loved your energy, and since apparently that's my element, I'm the subject matter expert in energy. You rule. So thank you very much.
You.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I'll go.
Okay.
Wolfie will
Alright.
go.
Sometime this past week, I got a card from Santa. I can't show you the other side because it has my address on it, and I just want to give a big back scratch to the person who sent us this card. It was very, very sweet. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Wait until after Halloween next year, whoever you are. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim.
All right. Let's see. Greg, thank you so much. Backscratches to you for joining us. Backscratches that the rest of my elements, I guess. That's not the guest thanking you, but just calling you elements. Anyway, cheers. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Low key this
Not sewn off the drunk episode, by the way. Just saying. Hey,
Boy.
Ron, what do you got to say? Who do you got to scratch?
Thanks again for you guys. It's been a tough week. My last week too. I haven't shared a lot about that, but I'm doing better. And this part of my week is like so nice, you know, like so grounding and fun and interesting. So thank you. And thank you all. And thank you, Greg, and for putting up with Clay. I know he was really obnoxious in the beginning, blah blah blah, interrupting, but he's one of us. So
Oh my God.
I hear he's the energy.
No, thank you, Greg. Thank you. You've been so sweet. Your movies are amazing. Your energy is amazing. You have so much to share, and we can even do another episode and share more, because like I'm sure there's so many people interested and curious, and myself included, who I have, you know, a lot of the things I'd like to see that you've been in, and just thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And Greg, you're welcome to come back if any of the people you suggested that join us, you know, as guests in the future, we'll have you come back on and you can introduce them. So,
Oh, that's sweet. That's so fun.
Oh yeah.
Vito,
Oh,
what do
yeah.
you got?
Oh, well, thank you guys. This is fun. Thank you for letting me use my imagination on all this stuff on the YouTube page without consulting you on anything.
Thanks for letting me do that, even though we never talked about it.
Like Clay said, we're too lazy to kill you.
And then,
I'm furious. And I'm not going to
Spencer-
do anything, so it's fine.
Spencer for helping me with that graphic. He spent a lot of time cleaning that thing up. And then,
Yeah, nice.
yeah. Thank you.
All righty. And last but not least, Greg, was there anybody you'd like to back scratch?
Oh, yes. First of all, y'all bitches is evil and awful and terrible, and I cannot believe how I have been treated. No, just kidding. I loved it. It was so fun. I feel very grateful to y'all. I feel very honored. I'm so delighted to do this. I listened to many of the Bear Element podcasts. The Bear Element podcast. And I love it. I love the guests, John Ashfield and Jeremy Morris, and all the wonderful people you've had. I know Doug Langway would love to do this. I'm sure Tim Hooper would love to do this. A lot of Bears, Brian Keene would love to do this. And I don't just mean Bear City folks. There's wonderful folks out there that would just have so much fun with you because you are hilarious. My face hurts from smiling so much. And I have to give a little back scratch to my hubby, Jonathan, because
Hey.
he has not killed me yet. And we have been quarantined in a townhouse. Moved from our big house in Colorado to a townhouse for months and months and months. So I am not dead. Give it
Yeah.
another week. And I'm very grateful to him. But I'm thankful
That's
for
great.
all of you. This has been so fun. What a joy. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you.
You.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, then I guess we're ready at that point where I get to say, see you next Tuesday.
Visit us at bearelement.com.